Good morning dear student. Welcome to next video of Econ 242, that is agricultural finance and cooperation. So today's our topic is about the crop insurance, then agricultural insurance company, what is NACE means National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, what is CCI means Comprehensive Crop Insurance Scheme, and which are the weather based crop insurance. Okay. Now firstly we will discuss about the origin and importance of crop insurance scheme. Now what is meant by insurance? So insurance is a legal contract that transfers the risk from a policy holder to an insurance company in exchange for a premium. So insurance is a legal contract between policy holder means a farmer and the insurance company in a exchange for a premium. Okay, means the money paid by farmer for taking the crop insurance, that is a premium. Okay, now what is mean by risk? The possibility of financial or economic loss means the risk. Then policy holder means the person who has purchased and own an insurance policy, means the persons who have taken the insurance of their crops, that is a policy holder. Then insurance company, and company that provides insurance coverage for its policy holders, means the company who is providing the insurance coverage over the economic losses to the policy holder, that is insurance company. Then premium, what is mean by premium? I earlier told you premium is the cost of insurance or money paid by farmer to take the insurance or to covering their crop with the insurance. Now the desire to introduce two pilot schemes, that is crop insurance and cattle insurance, with the objective of protecting the farmer from the heavy losses of crop and livestock, means the government of India has a desire to introduce two pilot schemes or two major schemes in case of crop insurance and cattle insurance to protect or to safeguard the farmers from the heavy losses or from the economic losses in a crop production and in the livestock rearing also. Okay, by the government of India, odds date back in 1948, soon after the independence, means after independence in 1948, government of India has decided to protect the farmers against the economic losses in a crop production and the animal rearing. For overcoming such losses, government has decided to introduce the two pilot schemes, that is crop insurance and the cattle insurance in 1948. So but due to paucity of funds or due to limited funds, none of the state government agreed to implement the program. Okay, means because of after independence, means instantly after the independence there was a scarcity of funds in all the states of our country. That's why the some government or none of the state government has agreed to implement these two pilot schemes. Okay, then the government of India during the year 1970 appointed an expert committee on crop insurance, means in 1970 government of India and appointed a committee, appointed a expert committee on the crop insurance under the chairmanship of Dharam Narayan to examine and analyze the administrative and financial implication of the crop insurance scheme. Okay, now Sri Dharam Narayan ruled out the possibility of implementing the scheme in India, means according to the expert committee of Dharam Narayan, they ruled out or they rejected the possibility of implementing the crop insurance scheme in India, means they are totally opposite, means they have given report totally opposite to crop insurance scheme in India or implementation of crop insurance scheme in India. But in contrast, means opposite to Dharam Narayan committee, the Professor Dandekar committee or Professor Dandekar strongly supported the implementation of crop insurance scheme. Means Dharam Narayan committee rejected to implement the crop insurance scheme, but Professor Dandekar committee or Professor Dandekar strongly supported the implementation of scheme. Okay. Now, according to Professor Dandekar's view, in 1973, the government of India had set up the General Insurance Corporation, that is GIC. Means in 1973, government of India has accepted the Professor Dandekar's view and they have set up the General Insurance Corporation, means GIC, to carry out all types of insurance businesses throughout the country with 4 subsidiary insurance companies. Means according to Professor Dandekar, government of India has set up the GIC to carry out the all types of insurance business all over the India with 4 subsidiary insurance companies with the help of 4 companies. So that companies are, first one, National Insurance Company Limited, second, the New India Assurance Company Limited, third, the Oriental Insurance Company Limited, and fourth, United India Insurance Company Limited. Okay. Now, on the pilot basis or trial basis in 1973, the GIC, means General Insurance Corporation, introduced the crop insurance scheme in the selected centers of Gujarat, covering only H4 variety of cotton. So keep in mind, at very first in 1973, GIC, General Insurance Corporation, introduced the crop insurance scheme in the selected centers of Gujarat on a cotton crop and specifically for H4 variety of cotton. Question may be asked for fill in the blanks. At the very first time, on which crop insurance was implemented? Okay, so your answer would be in a Gujarat on a H4 variety of cotton crop in 1973. Okay. Now, later on the same was extended to West Bengal, means same scheme was extended to West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh for the cotton crop, and this scheme was in the operation till 1979. Okay, means the scheme was in the operation up to the 1979, means 1973 to 1979 for the period of 6 years. Now, what happened in 1979? Let's see. In 1979, area-based crop insurance scheme was introduced on pilot basis in selected area. Means another scheme. Okay, means in 1979, area-based crop insurance scheme was introduced on pilot basis in a selected areas. If the actual average yield of the crop in the area was less than the guaranteed yield of the crop, then the indemnity would be payable to all the insured farmers and the borrowers. Means if the farmers getting the actual yield, farmers getting the less yield in the cultivation area than the guaranteed yield, then those farmers will get the indemnity payable to the borrowers or crop insured farmers. Okay. Now, sum insured under the crop insurance was 100%, but with a selling limit of 500 rupees per farmer in a case of dry land and 10,000 rupees per farmer borrower in a case of irrigated area. So this is the amount of the crop insurance in the area based crop insurance scheme which was introduced in 1979. The scheme was implemented in 12 states up to 1984. Means area-based crop insurance scheme was introduced in 1979 and it was implemented in 12 states up to the 1984. Now next, comprehensive crop insurance scheme means after area based crop insurance scheme, the comprehensive crop insurance scheme came into existence. So in the year 1985, the comprehensive crop insurance scheme was introduced by General Insurance Company or GIC in the all states. Okay, so this scheme, comprehensive crop insurance scheme, covers all the farmers who availed the crop loan, and it is limited to cereals such as paddy, wheat, millet, oilseed and pulses only. Okay, this scheme is limited to cereals like paddy, wheat, millet, oilseed and pulses, but it covers the all the farmers. Okay, the loan given from 1st April to 13th September were considered for Kharif insurance business. Means in the Kharif season they were giving the loan from the 1st April to the 30 September. The loans granted from 1st October to March 31st of next year qualify for Rabi insurance. Means there is insurance period for Kharif season and for the Rabi season. For Kharif season it is from 1st April to 30th September, and for Rabi season it is from 1st October to 31st March. Okay, therefore the insurance cover will be considered as a built-in aspect of crop loan. Okay, now the crop insurance risk is taken by GIC, that is General Insurance Company, and the respective state government in 2:1 ratio. Keep in mind, under comprehensive crop insurance scheme, the insurance risk is taken by GIC and state government in the ratio of 2:1, means 2 part must be payable by GIC and 1 part is payable by state government to the borrowers or to the beneficiaries of comprehensive crop insurance scheme. Okay, now the sum insured is 100% of a crop loan taken by the farmer during that season. Means they were giving the 100% sum insured on the crop loan taken by the farmer during that season. Okay, here the sum insured was limited up to 10,000 per farmer for all insurable crops irrespective of quantum of loan taken by the farmers. Means they were giving the sum insured was limited up to 10,000 rupees per farmer for all the insurable crops. Okay, irrespective of their loan amount. Means they were only thinking about the 10,000 rupees per farmer for all insurable crops. If any farmer they have taken a loan in a large quantity or in a large amount, then also they were giving the insurance up to the 10,000 only, means fixed amount. Okay, only that part of crop loan is insurable which is utilized for the purpose of covering insured crops. So the insurance premium is fixed at 10% of sum insured for paddy, wheat, millets, and for oilseed and pulses it is 1%. Okay, now the premium is sanctioned as an additional loan to the farmers and should not be deducted from the original loan amount. Okay, now in case of small and marginal farmer, 50% of insurance premium is subsidized by the central government and state government in equal proportion. Means in a comprehensive crop insurance scheme for small and marginal farmer, 50% insurance premium is subsidized by central government and the state government in equal proportion. So this is about the comprehensive crop insurance scheme which was started in the year 1985. Okay. Now, under this scheme, same scheme, comprehensive crop insurance scheme, indemnity payable under this scheme is calculated on the basis of threshold yield. Keep in mind, indemnity payable under the comprehensive crop insurance scheme on the basis of threshold yield, means actual yield obtained by the farmer, that is threshold yield, and it is equal to 80% of the average yield for a given crop for a previous 5 years. Now, normally 80% of the average annual yield of the given crop in a given area over the last preceding 5 years is considered as the threshold yield of that area. Means the 80% of average annual yield of the given crop in a given area for a last continuously 5 years or last preceding 5 years is considered as the threshold. Means it is a range of yield which the farmers actually getting after the harvesting. Okay, means they were making an average of last 5 years yield, and it is considered as the standard, or it is considered as the threshold yield of that area. Okay, now shortfall in the yield of a crop is the difference between, what is shortfall? Shortfall in yield means it is the difference between threshold yield and the actual yield of the crop in a particular area for the current year or for the year under consideration. Now, formula for calculating indemnity. Indemnity is equal to shortfall in the yield of the crop divided by threshold yield of the crop into sum insured. What is shortfall yield? Means it is difference between threshold yield and the actual yield. And what is threshold yield? Threshold yield is, it is the average of last 5 years yield, means normally up to 80% annual yield of the last 5 years yield into that particular area. Okay, the yield data for this purpose is obtained from the crop cutting experiments conducted by the state government in accordance with the prescribed procedure as approved by the National Sample Survey Organization, that is NSSO, means National Sample Survey Organization, Ministry of Planning and Government of India. So now, which are the advantages of comprehensive crop insurance scheme? So it stabilize, means comprehensive crop insurance scheme stabilize the farm business during the period of crop failures. Okay, stabilize means it comprehensive crop insurance scheme helps or gives the financial support to farm business during the period of crop failure. Okay, so the farmer can act much more confidently in a farm business as there is a protection against the hazards of farming. Means there were economic protection against the hazards of farming or against the economic losses. Okay, so it prevents the farmer to approach non-institutional agencies at a times of crop failure. Means because of cover of crop insurance, they prevent, means this scheme, comprehensive crop insurance scheme, prevents the farmer to approach the non-institutional lendings or non-institutional loan, okay, at the time of crop failure. So it enhances the use of modern inputs to boost the productivity in agriculture. Okay, in high risk areas, crop insurance serve as a catalyst in the bringing area under cultivation. Means the high risk area of crop failures or high risk area of economic losses, crop insurance serve as a catalyst or playing an important role in bringing areas under the cultivation which otherwise would have remain uncultivated. Okay, so these were the advantages. Now, which are the demerits? Means every insurance scheme or every scheme has a advantages and disadvantages. Now, which are the demerits of comprehensive crop insurance scheme. So first, it provided coverage only to limited number of crops. Okay, this is first, as we have seen in the beginning of crop insurance scheme, they were giving the coverage to only cereal crops. That's why it is the big demerit that it provides the coverage only to limited crops like wheat, paddy, oilseed, millet, pulses, excluding important cash crops like sugarcane, potato, cotton, etc. This is first. Now second demerit, as the coverage was restricted to rainfed crops only, the scheme was not effective in the agriculturally intensive states such as Punjab, Haryana and Western UP because they were cultivating the cash crops. Okay. Now the scheme covered only those farmers who had availed a crop loan from financial institution. It is a very important demerit of comprehensive crop insurance scheme. Means the scheme covered only those farmers who had taken the crop loan from the financial institutions, and sum insured per farmer was also limited up to the 10,000 only. Okay, as earlier we have discussed, the sum insured means money given to farmer as a insurance was limited up to 10,000 only. Okay, now then some eminent economist made some suggestion for the satisfactory functioning and improvement in the comprehensive crop insurance scheme, and these suggestions are: first suggestion, all crops and all farmers should be brought under the preview of the scheme. Means according to suggestion of some economist or eminent economist, all crops and all the farmers should be covered under the crop insurance scheme. This is first suggestion. Second, the premium rates should vary with the nature and indices of crop production in the different areas. Means the premium rate means cost of insurance must be vary with nature and indices of crop production. Means it must be vary with crop to crop because income coming from that crop is different for every crop. Okay, and it varies, means production or productivity varies from area to area. That's why premium rate also vary from area to area. Now third suggestion, the unit area considered for paying indemnity should be a village or a group of village as against the block or mandal. Means the unit area, according to area approach, the unit area considering for paying the indemnity, it should be a village or a group of villages as against the block or whole mandal. Means there is a difference in the productivity. That's why they want the unit area considered for paying indemnity must be or should be a village or a group of village they were cultivating the same crop. Now last suggestion, threshold yield should be worked out on the basis of crop production indices over a 10-year period as against the 5-year period. Means the threshold yield, what is the in a comprehensive crop insurance scheme, what is the method to calculate the threshold yield? Means they were taking the average of last 5 years yield. So here suggestion is that don't take the only 5 years yield, take the 10 years yield while deciding the or consider the last 10 years yield while considering the or calculating the threshold yield level in that particular area. So these were the suggestion given by some eminent economist on the comprehensive crop insurance scheme. Now next crop insurance scheme is National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, that is NAIS. Keep in mind the long form of NAIS, NAIS, that is National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, or it may be say that Bharatiya Krishi Bhima Yojana, BKBY, Bharatiya Krishi Bhima Yojana. So with a view to take insurance closer to farmers, means a new improved scheme package over the existing comprehensive crop insurance scheme was launched by Prime Minister or former Prime Minister of our India, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, on the 23rd June 1999, and it is a National Agricultural Insurance Scheme. As we have seen or as we have studied about the comprehensive crop insurance scheme, there were so many or there were some demerits of crop insurance scheme. To overcome these demerits and to implement suggestions given by some economists, in 1999 on 23rd June, our former Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji has launched a new crop insurance scheme, that is National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, NAIS. Okay, so keep in mind the long form of NAIS, NAIS means National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, which was started or which was launched on the 23rd June 1999. Now we will discuss about the National Agricultural Insurance Scheme. Irrespective of size of their holding, the NAIS would provide insurance facilities to all farmers from 1999 to 2000 season onwards. Means in the NAIS or under the NAIS, they were providing the insurance facilities to all the farmers irrespective of their size of holdings. Okay, then next, the NAIS would cover all crops including cereals, core cereals, all pulses and oilseed. Means here they have covered the demerit of comprehensive crop insurance scheme. Comprehensive crop insurance scheme was limited to some crops, but here under the NAIS, National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, they were covering all crops including core cereals, all pulses and oilseed. So apart from these, three more cash crops like sugarcane, potato and cotton were also brought under the preview of the scheme in the first year, that is in 1999-2000 itself. Means they have also covered the cash crop like sugarcane, potato and cotton in the first year of scheme, that is 1999 and 2000. So all the crops, that is horticultural and the commercial crops, were also proposed to include under the scheme from the year 2002. There was no maximum limit for the sum insured. Means this scheme was covering all the crops, horticultural and commercial crops also from the year 2002, and there was no maximum limit for the sum insured. As we have seen in the comprehensive crop insurance scheme, there was limit up to 10,000 rupees sum insured, but here is no limit for the sum insured or amount given to the farmer after the crop failure as a insurance under the National Agricultural Insurance Scheme. Okay, now the premium rates were 3.5% of sum insured for bajra and oilseed. Means premium rates for bajra and oilseed, it is up to 3.5% and 2.5% for the other kharif crop. So it was 1.5% for sum insured for wheat, 2% for other rabi crops. Similarly to that, CIS means comprehensive crop insurance scheme, in this NAIS also 50% subsidy in premium is there for small and marginal farmer. Means as like comprehensive crop insurance scheme, here also in a NAIS means National Agriculture Insurance Scheme, 50% subsidy in a premium was given for the small and marginal farmers. Okay, now however this subsidy will be proposed to be phased out from 5 years after its inspection, that is 2005 onwards. Okay, so the scheme would be operated on the basis of area approach. Means National Agricultural Insurance Scheme was operated on the basis of area approach. In the last of this video, we will discuss about the all the crop insurance scheme and their approaches and which crops they were covering. Okay, now all the farmers in a defined area should be entitled for the payment of insurance claim according to the indemnity rates prescribed for that area. Means in the area approach they were fixing the indemnity rate for the particular area according to the crop, nature of crop and the productivity of that area. So individual claim for the affected farmers would also be entertained in the case of localized calamities like hailstorm, landslip, cyclone, floods, etc. Means individual claims of the farmers of the affected farmer by natural calamities like hailstorm, landslip, cyclone, flood, etc. also entertained or also covered under this NACE scheme, means National Agricultural Insurance Scheme. Now next is about the two scheme, that is comprehensive crop insurance scheme and national agricultural scheme. Now we have to discuss or we have to study about the Agricultural Insurance Company of India, that is AIC Limited. Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited means AIC Limited. So Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited has been formed by Government of India in 2003. Means this company was formed by our Government of India in the year 2003 to subserve the needs or to help the farmers better and to move towards the sustainable agricultural regime. So it was proposed to set up a new corporation for agricultural insurance. Means this scheme was started by Government of India in 2003 to help the needy farmers for better production and their sustainable agriculture, and it was proposed to set up a new corporation for agricultural insurance. Means it was the purpose of setup or purpose of implementing this or purpose of developing or purpose of forming this agricultural insurance company of India Limited is to set up a new corporation for the agricultural insurance. So AIC has taken over the implementation of National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, which until 2003 was implemented by GIC, that is General Insurance Corporation of India. Means Agricultural Insurance Company of India has taken over the implementation of NACE in the year 2003. So in future AIC would also be transacting other insurance businesses directly or indirectly concerning the agriculture and allied activities. Means from the 2003 the AIC transacting or AIC look aftering the insurance businesses directly or indirectly related to agriculture and allied subject or allied activities. Okay, so Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited is a public sector undertaking with the headquarters at New Delhi. Means AIC Limited, headquarters of AIC Limited is at New Delhi. So it currently offers a area-based and weather-based crop insurance program in almost 500 districts of India. Means Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited currently offers the area-based and weather-based crop insurance program in 500 districts of India. So it covers, means Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited covers almost 20 million farmers, making it one of the biggest crop insurance in the world. Okay, so Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited AIC is promoted by GIS, means General Insurance Company Corporation of India, NABARD, and 4 public sector general insurance companies. Means this company were promoted by the GIC, NABARD and another 4 public sector general insurance companies. Then AIC has taken over the implementation of National Agricultural Insurance Scheme in 2003, which until the financial 2002-03 was implemented by GIC. Okay, so AIC is under the administrative control of Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Means this insurance company, means Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited, was under the control of Ministry of Finance, Government of India and under the operational supervision of Ministry of Agriculture. Means under the supervision of Ministry of Agriculture and under the control of Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Means control, administrative control under the Ministry of Finance and operational control or operational supervision under the Ministry of Agriculture. Now, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, Hyderabad, is the regulatory body governing the AIC. Means Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, Hyderabad, is the regulatory body governing Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited. Now, what is the main objective of AIC? So, first basic objective of AIC is to provide financial security to persons engaged in agriculture and allied sectors or allied activities. Means providing the financial security or financial support to the individuals or person who are engaged in agriculture and allied activities. This is the first objective of AIC. Then through insurance products and other support services, means they were helping or they were giving the financial support to the person or agriculturist by through insurance product and other support services. Now next, what is meant by weather insurance? So this is about the Agricultural Insurance Company of India AIC Limited. Now we will discuss about the weather insurance. What is meant by weather insurance? So as we know, agriculture is the still dominant sector in India, contributing around, means up to, this is a old data, up to 20% of GDP and providing employment to 2/3 of its population. Means as we know, agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Okay, therefore even the slightest change in the sector can affect our Indian economy. Means even there is a slightest change or small change in agricultural production, it will hamper or it will affect the whole Indian economy. So however, most of its rainfed and prone to unfavorable weather conditions like deficit or excess rainfall and variations in a temperature, means because of these calamities or because of these climatic variations, so it can hamper the agricultural production and ultimately it will affect the Indian economy. So though phenomenon of unpredictable rainfall in India remains a unsolved issue, weather insurance has emerged as a ray of hope to farmers to tackle the uncertain pattern of their crops. Means because of heavy rainfall, less rainfall, India remains the unsolved issue. Means in India this is a unsolved issue. There is no solution to the farmers to overcome these natural calamities like heavy rainfall. So weather insurance is the ray of hope to the farmers to tackle such uncertainty and risk. Okay, now weather insurance, an insurance cover against the crop losses incurred, means crop losses caused due to unfavorable weather conditions such as deficit, excess or untimely rainfall or variation in temperature. Means weather insurance is to cover the losses caused due to natural calamities or due to weather conditions. Okay, this serves as a good alternative to farmer for mitigating their production and related losses. Means this is a good alternative, or this is a good option to farmer to get their production losses because of natural calamities or because of weather changes. Now, weather insurance is now common in terms in countries like US, Canada, UK and other western countries. It is common in such other countries like US, Canada, UK. Now in India, ICICI Lombard is the most popular company in the field of weather insurance. Keep in mind, in India, ICICI Lombard is the most popular company in the field of weather insurance. So in India, weather insurance was developed by Government of India in association with World Bank and launched in a Kharif 2007 in Karnataka. So keep in mind about weather insurance. The weather insurance was developed by Government of India in association with World Bank and launched firstly in a Kharif season of 2007 year in the state Karnataka. 2007 Karnataka Kharif season and weather insurance. Okay. Now in 2008 and 9 it was extended to states like Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Orissa, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Uttarakhand, UP, etc. Means after 2008 and 9 it was extended to all over country, and it was launched as a pilot scheme to insure the groundnut in Andhra Pradesh during the Kharif of 2008. So this is about the weather insurance. Now, which are the benefits of weather insurance? Which are the benefits of weather insurance? So first benefit, high level of client comfort, low management expenses, scientifically developed objectives. Weather insurance provides protection to farmers, bank, microfinance lenders and agro-based industries. This in turn result in boosting the entire rural economy. Means these are the some benefits of weather insurance. Now, some vital factors or important elements of weather insurance are peril or hazard identification. Means hazard or peril identification means the harmful or which are the adverse effect of weather we have to identify, then index setting, back testing for payouts, pricing, monitoring and claim settlement. These are the some vital factors. So there are some example of deals initiated by weather insurance. For oranges in Jalwar, Rajasthan, 782 farmers were added by the weather insurance, which provided a cover for 613 acres of sum insured of rupees 18.3 million to them. This is example of weather insurance in a Rajasthan state, in a Jalwar area of Rajasthan. Means 782 farmers were added or they were benefited for 613 acres and by the giving the sum insured of 18.3 million to them. Now another example, that is in the state of Andhra Pradesh, weather covered or weather insurance given to the farmers due to deficit in rainfall. So this is about the benefits and this is about the weather insurance. Now, so which are the challenges or limitation of weather insurance? So need large number of automatic weather stations, means AWS stations. Means our India needs large number of automatic weather stations to minimize the basic risks like without sufficient correlation between the index and actual losses, index insurance is not an effective risk management tool. Means to minimize the basic risk caused by the weather changes. So this is mitigated by self-insurance of smaller basic risk by farmer, supplemental products underwritten by the private insurance, blending index and rural finance, and offering coverage only for extreme events. So this is also limitation. Then precise actuarial modeling. Insurance or insurers must understand the statistical properties of the underlying index. Means according to they were just understanding the statistical properties of the index. Now education is also most important factor required by user to assess the whether index insurance will provide the effective risk management. This is also lacuna or challenge or limitation of weather insurance. Market size. The market is still in its infancy in developing countries like India and had some startup costs. Okay. Weather cycles. Actuarial soundness of the premium could be undermined by the weather cycle that change the probability of the insured events. This is also challenge. Then microclimates make rainfall or area yield index based countries difficult for more frequent and localized event. Then reliable and verifiable data. Then tamper proof weather stations means automatic weather stations. So these are the some challenges and limitations of weather insurance. Means overall you just keep in mind about the weather insurance, we need the some automatic weather stations or tempered proof weather stations. Then we need the education about the weather insurance or about the weather index insurance. Then market size. Then weather cycle, we must have knowledge about the weather cycle, market size and microclimatic, and we must get the reliable and verifiable data according to related to the weather. So this is about the challenges and about the weather insurance. Now in the last part of this video we will discuss about the various insurance schemes or various crop insurance scheme, their period, their approach and which crops they have covered. So very firstly, crop insurance scheme, that is CIS, which was started in the year 1972 to 1978. The approach was individual approach and they were covering only H4 variety of cotton, groundnut, wheat and potato. Then again in 1979, pilot crop insurance scheme PCIS means pilot crop insurance scheme was started in the year 1979 and up to the 1985. Approach was area approach and they were covering cereal, millets, oilseed, cotton, potato and chickpea only. Then after the pilot crop insurance scheme, comprehensive crop insurance scheme was started in the year 1985 to 99. Approach area approach and they were comprehensive crop insurance scheme were covering the food grains and oilseeds only. Then experimental crop insurance scheme was started in 1997 to 98. Area approach, they were also covering the cereal, pulses and oilseed. Then after comprehensive crop insurance scheme, National Agricultural Insurance Scheme was started in the year 1999 up to the 2010 and 2011. Approach was area and individual approach both and they were covering the food grains, oilseed, annual commercial and horticultural crops. Okay. Next, FIIS means Farm Income Insurance Scheme was started in the year 2003-4. Approach was area and limited to wheat and rice only. Then weather based crop insurance scheme means WBCIS was started in the year 2003 and it is continuing to today. So individual, food grain, oilseed, annual commercial and horticulture crops means weather based crop insurance scheme covering all the crops and it was started in the year 2003-4. Now then modified National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, it was started in the year 2010-11 and it is continuing up to today. Then approach area and individual, it also covers all the crops like food grain, oilseed, annual commercial and horticultural crop. Now very recently, means in the year 2017, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana was started and it has an approach of area approach and it is covering all cereals, millets, oilseed, pulses, annual commercial and annual horticultural crops. So this is about the all the insurance schemes and this is about the crop insurance in our India. So you keep in mind the period, approach and name of the scheme. Thank you. So this is the book you can refer, Agricultural Finance and Management Subba Reddy and Agricultural Economics by Subba